Welcome back to Coco Canvas. Today we will learn about the internal cranial base, which is a multifaceted osseous landscape that serves as the floor of the cranial activity and the protective container for the brain's most vital structures. From the superior view, let's talk about the anterior cranial fossa, the frontal and olfactory domain. The anterior cranial fossa is the highest and most shallow of the three basins. It is formed by the orbital plates of the frontal bone laterally, the cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone centrally, and the lesser wings and anterior body of the sphenoid bone posteriorly. This region supports the frontal lobes of the brain and provides necessary conduits for specialized sense of smell and the neurovascular supply to the orbital and nasal cavities. Now, let's take a look at the foramens. Foramen cecum. It's in the frontal ethmoid bone. It has the emissary vein in it. Let's go next to the cribriform foramen. It is also in the ethmoid bone. It has the structure called the olfactory nerve fiber. Moving on, we have the middle cranial fossa, the central hub of neurovascular transit. It is characterized by a butterfly shape comprising a central part formed by the sphenoid body and two lateral parts formed by the greater wings of the sphenoid and the temporal bones. This region is significantly deeper than the anterior fossa and is bounded anteriorly by the lesser wing of the sphenoid and posteriorly by the petrous ridges of the temporal bones. It supports the temporal lobes of the brain and houses the sella turcica, which contains the pituitary gland. Let's look at the greater wing triad, rotundum, ovale, and spinosum. The greater wing of the sphenoid bone contains the three critical foraminae arranged in a consistent posterior lateral sequence, the foramen rotundum, the foramen ovale, and foramen spinosum. Now, let's talk about the foramens in the sphenoid bone. Optic canal. The structures in it are the optic nerve and ophthalmic artery. Next is the superior orbital fissure. Cranial nerve 3, 4, first or fifth, sixth, and superior ophthalmic vein. Next is foramen rotundum. It contains the maxillary nerve. Next, foramen ovale, the mandibular nerve, an accessory meningeal artery. Foramen spinosum, middle meningeal artery and vein. Next, in the temporal bone is the carotid canal, internal carotid artery, and sympathetic plexus. And finally, foramen lacerum at the junction. It has the greater petrosal nerve and consists of multiple small vessels. Let's move on to the posterior cranial fossa, also known as the hindbrain enclosure. It is the deepest and most voluminous of the three fossae, housing the cerebellum, pons, and medulla oblongata. It is formed by the occipital bone and the petrous and mastoid parts of the temporal bones. The anatomy of this region is characterized by large openings that facilitate the exit of the lower cranial nerves and transition of the brainstem into the spinal cord. Let's look at the foramens present. On the temporal bone is internal acoustic meatus. Structures conducted are cranial nerve 8, 7, and labyrinthine artery. Next is jugular foramen. It has cranial nerve 9, 10, 11, and internal jugular vein. Hypoglossal canal. On the occipital bone, it has the hypoglossal nerve, cranial nerve 12. Foramen magnum. It has the medulla, vertebral arteries, and cranial nerve 11 ascending. This is it. I hope you guys study well and are able to memorize at least all of the content that has been said in this video. Have a great day.